What is going on YouTube? UCog Monkey here, and I am going to help you guys get up to speed at Silverstone in the McLaren for the Yas Heat Hot Lap Guides. So, first lap we're going to have some braking references and turning in points, etc. And then the second lap we're going to go a little bit more in detail to give you guys some extra tips. So, turn one, you want to brake just before the 50-meter board. Brake and let the car roll in, and as soon as you hit the curb on the right, flat on the power, run it as wide as you can to carry as most speed as possible. Then through Maggots and Beckets, flat through the left, a little bit of a lift on the right, and then try and get on the power. Brake just as you exit down to third, keep it hooked to the left. Another little tap on the brake, and then power as early as you can. Come in on the exit, you can go as wide as you dare there. You can even run a little bit on the grass. And then now we're going down the Hanger Straight into Stowe. You want to brake just as you meet the curb here. Hard on the brakes, trailing in, and then as soon as you get through the middle of the corner, slam down the power again, run it as wide as possible. And now we've got a tight section here. Brake as you meet the curb again, keep it tight. You want to stay in second here to get the most rotation, and then just let off the throttle for the right-hander. You don't have to brake, and on the power, control the oversteer through the exit to get the best momentum possible into another really fast right-hander here. No touching of the brakes, just letting off the throttle. Even in race trim, you do not want to be touching the brakes there in the McLaren. Hold it in fifth, and then brake really hard as you meet the curb again. Try not to slide like I'm doing here. And then another tight left-hander, hard on the brakes. Make sure you brake early there. It's quite deceptive. A lot of people brake too late there and run wide and start sliding. So yeah, keep it as tight as you can. And as we come into the final two corners here, you want to brake a few car lengths before this board here. So now, sort of go diagonal in, trail in, and when you get to the middle, you can start releasing that brake, putting on some throttle, and then you want to stay quite tight for this exit. Do a little bit of a V, but not too much, because all the grip is on the apex, and then run it out wide here. Now, we're going to go over a few little details here that will save you in quali, race, or anything in general. So into turn one here, you do not want to hit this inside curb too tight. So I've got a little bit wide there, but if you go too tight there, you will die. That curb will kill you if you're in the McLaren. Going through Maggots and Beckets here, like I say, do not want to brake, because braking will actually unsettle the car through that right-hander a little bit more with just letting off the throttle. And also, it's very easy on this corner, and a lot of corners, in fact, on this track, to get a drive-through penalty from running wide too much track limits. So you want to really focus on that, especially turn one. Coming down through here, again, this is another track limits corner. I've seen so many people get track limits through here. Basically, that curb is the limit. That's as far as you can go. This track as well is a very, very mean track in terms of tire wear. You're going to have a lot of issues with tire wear in the race. The front left tire especially is going to go bright yellow. So high brake ducts is essential around here, and also just, you know, not pushing too hard. You want to make sure whatever you do, try and keep the wheel as smooth as possible to save those tires, especially in those long endurance races. Again, a little bit wide there, but mostly okay. Braking a little bit early there. Still ran a bit wide, so as we were saying earlier, it's a very deceptive corner. This track as well is a high downforce track, so if you're thinking about messing around with your setup, maximum downforce is the way here. You want your car really low to the ground as well, because with the newest update, the bumps are actually not too bad anymore, so you can get away with it. You can get away with having a little bit of a scary car, per se. And that is a pretty good lap around Silverstone, almost into the 56s, which is pretty damn good pace, if I'm honest. So yeah, that is a lap of Silverstone, a few laps of Silverstone. Hopefully you guys have learned a few things. Let's see, let's see if we can do one really fast lap now. Let's shut up and see what we can do. So that was a good first sector. Just making sure you hold to your lines, because if you run a bit wide, you just lose grip really bad in this car. A little bit wide there, but we've held good speed. Really nice. See, we're going to hit a 56 here. That's better. Oh, a little bit too early there. I think I took too much of my own advice. So we had to readjust on the throttle, but we haven't lost too much time. Maybe a 10th at most. Bit of a wiggle on the exit. So a few little mistakes there, but on the latest patch, a 56.7, I'll take that. That's a really good lap. Almost hit the 720 as well, so almost the perfect lap. So yeah, that is my guide through Silverstone. Hopefully you picked up a few tips, and see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.